Hello students, let us discuss atomic number and mass number in the chapter Structure of Atom. As we have already learned the structure of atom, like the subatomic particles in which are electron, proton and neutron, where the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a definite path that is called as orbit, and the other two subparticles like protons and neutrons are present in the nucleus. As we know that protons are present in the nucleus of an atom, it is the number of protons of an atom which determines its atomic number, as all the atoms of an element have same atomic number. So how we define the atomic number? Atomic number of an element is equal to the number of protons present in the nucleus of its atom. So for all the atoms, its atomic number is nothing but the number of protons present in the nucleus of that atom. And all the atoms of an element have same atomic number. Let us take one example, hydrogen atom. As you know that in hydrogen atom, there is only one single electron that is revolving around the nucleus in a first shell. But it also have a single proton that is present in the nucleus. So, the number of proton in hydrogen is equal to 1. Therefore, its atomic number is equal to the number of proton, that is 1. So, it is the atomic number for hydrogen is equal to 1. Atomic number is represented by capital Z. So Z is equal to 1. That means for hydrogen there is a single proton that is present in the nucleus. So the number of proton is representing the atomic number for an atom. And all the atoms of an element have same atomic number. Let us see how the electrons, proton and neutrons are related for an atom. That is, number of proton is equal to number of electron. For an atom, number of proton is equal to number of electron. As we know that the atom is electrically neutral, that means how much positive charge are there, that much of negative charge is there in the case of atom. That is in the case of atom. Since the atom is electrically neutral, that means number of positive charge is equal to number of negative charge. That means the number of protons are equal to number of electrons. Proton is positive charge, electron is negatively charged. Then we can say that the atom is electrically neutral because number of proton is equal to number of electron. After the studies of properties of the subatomic particles of an atom, we concluded that mass of an atom is practically due to the protons and neutrons which is present in the nucleus. So the proton and the neutron which is present in the nucleus is responsible for the mass of an atom. So because of this, we can say that as these are present in the nucleus of an atom, hence these are called as, that is, proton and neutron together, these can be called as nucleons. These can be called as nucleons. What are nucleons? Protons and neutrons which is present in the nucleus of an atom are called as nucleons. That is nucleons. So what is nucleons? Protons and neutrons which is present in the nucleus of an atom are also called as nucleons. So the mass of the atom resides in the nucleus. Therefore, we can say that the mass number for an atom must be equal to the number of proton and neutron present in that atom. So what we can find mass number. What is a mass number? The mass number for an atom must be equal to the sum of the proton and neutron present in that atom. So that gives rise to the mass number. So just now we have learned atomic number. What is atomic number? The number of proton is equal to the atomic number for an atom, and the sum of the proton and neutron, that are the nucleons which is present in the nucleus, is giving rise to the mass number. So if you want to find out the number of neutrons, if you are familiar with if you are knowing the value of mass number, so how we find out from this formula? That is, as we know that proton plus neutron is equal to mass number. So if mass number is known to us, number of proton is known to us, so how we find out neutrons? The number of neutron must be equal to mass number minus atomic number. So these relations are quite important in the case of atom. That is, number of protons must be equal to number of electrons, since the atom is electrically neutral, and the number of protons for an atom is its atomic number. That is the number of proton which is present in the nucleus, that is determine its atomic number, and the number of proton and number of neutron give rise to its mass number. So if you want to find out the mass number, we have to make the sum of proton and neutron. So how you find out number of neutron if mass number is known to us? That is, number of neutron is equal to mass number minus number of proton. Since the number of proton is equal to atomic number, so we can find out if we are knowing the mass number, and if we know the atomic number, we can find out the number of neutron by subtracting atomic number from mass number. So these formulas are very important. Let us take one example. Like for carbon atom. In the carbon atom, the atomic structure is shown here. It having 6 number of electron, that is shown here in green color. There are 6 number of electron. So tell me, how much number of protons must it have? Since it is an atom, so it must be electrically neutral, that it have 6 number of negatively charges, that means electron. So it must have 6 number of positive charges, that is proton. So it have 6 number of electron and it have 6 number of proton. So whatever the number of neutrons, the neutrons are the particles which have no charges present in the nucleus. So it have a number of neutrons present in it. So when we make the sum of number of proton and neutron present in that nucleus, that will give rise to mass number. That value is giving rise to mass number. So in the case of carbon, there are 6 number of proton and 6 number of neutron that is present in the nucleus. So what will be its mass number? You have to make the sum of it. That is 12 is the mass number for the case of carbon atom. So it is clear in this example. There are 6 number of electron. Electron is 6 number, proton is 6 number, and neutron is 6 number. So the mass number is sum of these. So that is when you make the sum of this, it will be getting 12. So mass number is 12, and what about the atomic number? Atomic number is representing the number of protons. So 6. So generally we represent an atom in this way, that is X is the symbol of that atom, and Z, as we have already discussed, atomic number is represented in capital Z and the mass number is represented by capital A. So how we represent an atom? That is by writing the symbol of that element, and we write the atomic number just bottom to it, and just above it we write its mass number. So this is what the way of representing an atom. So let us take for this particular example how we represent that atom. Here this atom is a carbon atom. So instead of writing X, what will we be writing? C. What is the symbol for this? C. For the symbol of carbon is C. So we are writing C. Carbon C. We are representing the carbon by C. And what about the atomic number? As here number of protons is 6. So its atomic number is 6. So we are writing the atomic number, that is the number of proton, just bottom of that symbol 6. And what about the mass number? When you make the sum of a proton plus neutron, that is 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. So that is the mass number. And mass number will be writing little bit top to that symbol. So this is the representation of a carbon atom, which is showing the symbol for the carbon atom, and it shows the atomic number, and it shows the mass number also. If atomic representation is given to us like in this way, so how we find out the number of neutrons? How we find out? We have to use a formula, that is this formula we have to use. That is number of neutron is equal to mass number minus atomic number. So what is mass number? 12. Atomic number 6. So what you need to do? 12 minus 6, that is equal to 6. So for any atomic representation, when it is given in this way, you can find out the number of neutron by subtracting upper value minus, that is by doing a subtraction here, that is upper value minus lower value. So that will give rise to the number of neutrons present in it. So in the textbook, one table is given in this way. Here the element from hydrogen to argon, as I told you, you need to remember the sequence, and that sequence is better learn in this that is symbols you need to remember for these elements. So when you learn this sequence, the number of that sequence give its atomic number. For example, hydrogen you are learning first, so atomic number 1, then helium 2, then lithium 3rd, then 4, 5, 6, 7. So ultimately at end you have argon here. So 18 is the atomic number for the argon. So that means atomic number, how you will be going to learn, that is by learning the sequence. When you learn the sequence, that is from hydrogen to argon, so better count in your finger: hydrogen, helium, lithium, barium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. So oxygen is coming at 8th finger. So 8 is the atomic number. So that is 8. Oxygen 8. So it is very important to remember the atomic number for element hydrogen to argon. In this table, the number of a proton is represented. So that is equal to the number of, that is the atomic number is equal to number of proton. You can see in all these cases, the number of proton is nothing but the atomic number. So once you have learned the sequence of these elements, automatically you will be learning its atomic number and the number of proton. Since the number of electrons is also same as the number of proton, that is only in the case of atom, not in the case of ion. So in the case of atom, number of proton is equal to number of electrons. So when you look at in the chart, the number of proton, when you count it, and when you number of electron, when you find it out here, it is same in number. So for an atom, number of proton is equal to number of electron. So once you have learned the sequence, you can learn its atomic number. Once you have learned its atomic number, then the number of proton and electron is the same that number. But the number of neutrons is little bit different. It is not same as the atomic number. So these are the number of neutrons present in this. For example, in the case of lithium, number of proton is 3, but the number of neutron is 4. So when you make the sum of 3 plus 4, 7. So 7 will be its mass number. So the mass number only we can able to find it out when you are knowing its number of neutrons. And these atoms, its electronic configuration, that is distribution of electron in K, L, M, N, is also shown here, and its valence is also shown, that we have already discussed. Let me take one example, that is the example aluminium. In this case, as we know that atomic number for aluminium is 13, so it means that it have 13 number of proton, 13 number of electron. So how you distribute the electron? That is, in the first shell 2 electrons, in the second shell 8 electrons, and in the third shell 3 electrons. So that is the distribution electronic configuration which we have already discussed, and its valence is 3. So this table is showing the atomic number, its number of electron, proton, neutron, and the distribution of electrons in the different shell, and its valency is shown here. So that is all about this tabular form. So once you have learned this tabular, it is very easily you can find out the atomic number, number of electron, number of proton, number of neutron, its distribution of electron, and its valency. As I told you, to learn the sequence in this order, that is hydrogen, helium, then lithium, barium, boron, carbon, nitrogen. When you learn this one, so these elements have same number of valence electron, they have same valency. These elements have same number of valence electron, valency. These two have 3. So this is also the easy way to learn the valence electron and valency for these elements, that is from hydrogen to argon. Now let us do a homework question. This is one of the atom which I represented here, atomic structure I have represented, and I have distributed the electrons in this. Now you have to find out what is the atomic number for this atom, what is the atomic symbol for this atom, what is the name of this atom, and what is the mass number if the number of neutron is 22. So it is a homework question, so all of you do this one. Now this chapter, in which we have learnt that there are 3 subatomic particles, proton, electron, and neutron, and the electrons which is distributed in the different shells, and the proton and neutron which is present in the nucleus, and that we have learned the atomic structure that is shown here. So all of you try this question and write it down in your notebook. So this is all about this video. Have a nice day.